Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm delighted to be joined by John Sinclair, and we're just saying off air that it's been a little while since we've done a video together. Obviously John does a lot of pre-recorded content as well now, so it's good to have you back on, John. How are you doing? It's been a while since we've spoken on camera.
It has done it, Sophie, and thank you very much for having us back on. And it's been a while, and you know what it is, right? It's great to come back on your wonderful football channel. You're highly gifted, technically gifted as well, and congratulations on making the shortlist on
Thank you.
the channel.
Oh, thank you so much. I know you work hard as well on your content, so keep up the great work as well.
Thank
And obviously,
you.
guys, make sure you do subscribe to John's channel. It is in the description, and make sure you go over and subscribe to him. Big up to the chat, big up to Ashik, big up to everyone that's watching today. We are going to talk a bit about Arsenal season, Newcastle season so far, and then we will be looking ahead as well to the game of the weekend, which I'm pretty nervous for. But yeah, I mean, first of all, about Newcastle, obviously the season has pretty much just started. There's been a few games. How are you feeling about what you've seen from Newcastle so far? Would you say you're happy with the results, the performances that you've seen?
I'm going to be honest, it's a bit indifferent at the minute, like because we're not being scoring a lot of goals. I mean, yes, we've been getting clean sheets away from home, and the reason that's so is because it's to do with Alexander Isak. I mean, sorry, Doug. Big up to you, Doug, by the way. Got to be
Yeah, big
kind to him,
up.
by the way, and loving the bits, by the way. Big up to him. And yeah, the fact of the matter is, big up Rene, big up everyone in the chat as well, Ashik as well. For me, I think it's to do with Isak. He's the one who wanted to get out of the club because he wanted to better himself. Well, technically, he wanted to explore other things. Now, the way he acted as a Newcastle fan, I think he acted disgracefully. He really did. And he really hampered our transfer business as well, Sophie. And the fact of the matter is, he hasn't helped himself at all whatsoever. His
Yeah,
attitude is so wrong. The way he acted, there's ways of doing it. I mean, if you want to leave the club, I'll give you an example. Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Fergie giving Austin stay one more year. Cristiano did that. And then he gets moved to Real Madrid. He acted impeccably, yeah? It's just a shame Alexander Isak didn't do the same as well. And
yeah,
we only want players who want to play for the football club. But on the pitch, I mean, he had a good point against Villa. We could have won that game. Trouble is, we couldn't beat 10 men, Villa. Then we came back well against Liverpool with 10 men and really just came out short. It was a lovely goal, by the way. Leeds United, I'll be honest, it's a tricky game to go to. But again, a couple of chances, didn't take them. And the game against Wolves, I was there for that game, and we just sort of done enough there. But Wolves had lots of chances, especially in the first half, and didn't really take them. And the last game against Bournemouth, very tricky game. It's just basically, I mean, but both teams went out for a 0-0 draw, and that's what we've got. But at the end of the day, right, I mean, away from home, we defend them properly, yeah, without scoring, obviously. But at home, I mean, okay, cool. I mean, we were lucky against Liverpool, had to bounce back against Wolves, we've done that. And I thought we made some good signings in the summer. Malak
yeah,
Chow, he looks decent, yeah. But when he behaves himself and don't do things stupid, like doing AC Milan sometimes sort of thing, yeah, cool. He's been a good acquisition so far. And also James, is it Jake and Ramsey? I mean, you know, I can't judge him yet. I can't really make a case for him yet because he's been injured already, sort of thing, like you know. But for the fact, or for Mad, I mean to say, interesting. I mean, it's going to take him time to get him to the speed and the power of the Premier League sort of thing. You know, I know you got to hit the ground running, but we pay 69 quid for this guy. Yeah, I know he's young, and you know I'm gonna give him time because you got to give him time in his first season. And Wissa, I can't make a case for him. I mean, 55 million quid, right? I'm getting a lot of people come up to us and say that was a desperate signing. Yes, he's a good player, but we had no choice. They have to pay the money because
yeah,
we needed a striker. They had no choice. We have to do it. But that's the thing, Sophie, yeah? Because if you've got a striker, you got to pay really hard to get a striker, yeah? You have to do that. And I think Newcastle have learned now that we've got the player that we need. We have to get on with it. Do you know what I mean? But 29 years of age, 55 million quid, and he's out injured already. So,
yeah.
so far, so good. If I give marks out of 10, I'll probably give it a in my opinion, we could do better, but I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 in a minute because we're not being scoring goals enough. That is the thing. Defensively, we've been good. Scoring's been a problem for me. I'll give it a 6 out of 10 at the minute. Transfer wise, I would have given it a 2 or 3 out of 10. It was a poor transfer window again. We left the things too late for me. So he's got his 2 players coming in, Voldemort and this as well, and Ramsey, of course, and Chow. And yeah, I'm going to give it, I don't know. I'll probably give it a 5 out of 10, 4 or 5 out of 10 because we left too late again. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you brought in some great players. I think you needed to as well for this season, and I think you've done pretty not bad so far. I know you've had a few draws in there, but there are certain games that are quite tough games to go to. I mean, Leeds as well. That's always a tough one. You did good against Liverpool. I thought you showed great character to not give up and keep going. I think as well with the exact situation, I think you could always tell he probably wanted to go to a team that, whether that's a Liverpool or a team that was just maybe challenging for the title. But I think, as you mentioned, like before that, he had so much respect from the Newcastle fans, and now it's a shame how it's ended on his half as well, because the Newcastle fans really supported him, and I know he got a bit of silverware for Newcastle, but I think he could have done it a bit better. And yeah, it's not a surprise he went to Liverpool, obviously, because they're wanting to compete for things, winning trophies. But it's just a shame for me as a neutral, as an outsider, how it ended as well, because you had so much respect and love for him as well. When he was there, it'd be weird actually when you actually play against each other, because Isak is now becoming a bit more of a starter for Liverpool and getting more minutes now.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, he's going to get starts now because Ekitike foolishly got sent off.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, football's about passion, yeah? I mean, it's all about him. He took his shirt off, yeah? I mean, Kiesa with a brilliant assist to the guy, yeah? And he scores a goal, takes his shirt off, yeah? To the quarter flag, shows his shirt, his name on it, yeah? Saying that, I'm the big I am, etc. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now he gets sent off for that, foolishly, right? I think it's not done the right thing. Have a word and say, yo, don't do that. At the end of the day, it's going to cost you a place, not just at the Palace game. It's going to cost you getting regular starts because Isak is back on the fold now. Do you know what I mean? So the fact of the matter is, if Isak went to Liverpool first before Ekitike comes to us, yeah. But because Ekitike wanted to join Liverpool, right? Because we missed out on him, and this is another thing, Soph, right? We're just at the minute in the summer. I thought we're like a shop window, yeah. We're a shop window. Oh. You go to the shop, that looks nice. I think I'm going to keep it on the short list, but I'm going to come back and look at others and go to that one. And then they push us aside and go for someone else. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is at Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool are a massive club, yeah. They're champions of the Premier League. I get that, yeah. Okay, cool. Massive club. I mean, Doug will agree with this as well. Massive football club. Yeah, I get it. Do you know what I mean? However, sort of thing, we got to be more aggressive in the transfer window, more aggressive. You know what I mean? And that's it's like Sesko. Again, same with him. Window shopping, yeah? Come to us. Okay, cool. You're great. I'll go for United because they got more of a pull. And that's the thing. Liverpool and United's got more of a pull than us because of history. Because of the history of the football club. And we haven't really done that much. Okay, we've got 2 Champions League spots, 2 of the last 3 seasons, which is really good. And that is the thing. But we've got to be winning more trophies. Yes, we won our first trophy in 55 years, right? But we've got to do more. We've got to challenge for FA Cups. We've got to be fighting for titles. But we can't do that because of PSR. And thanks to the Premier League, they're turning the Premier League into the Super League. And that's exactly what they have got, Sophie.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think when Newcastle were last season, to win something was great. And I think if you're a Newcastle fan, you look at this and you think, we have to build on this. We have to go into next season, maybe try and get top 4 or try and win an FA Cup. Because success is everything. I think every season goes by, you've seen it, Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup any team can actually win the FA Cup as long as they have a good squad and they put their mind to it. I think Newcastle could do that. Obviously, I mean, we've seen it now in the league, how many injuries are mounting up. I mean, you see it Newcastle, Arsenal, Liverpool, like so many injuries are going to happen for so many other teams. It's just going to be how you're going to deal with it. And I know when I've been chatting with you, we've had so many conversations about Arteta, and it's weird because I was thinking the other day, looking back as well. You were saying as well, seasons ago with Arteta didn't win anything, he should go, and he's still here now. What have you made of the start Arsenal have had? Because obviously we beat United. It wasn't the best result. We start off the first game with a win. We've had a few good results here and there. We've lost to Liverpool, drawn to Man City. What have you just made of Arsenal's sort of start to season and the window that we had?
First of all, the window you've had, it's been really good. You got some good players then coming in, yeah? So that's a big plus. Now, the style of play, Sophie, right? I watched you, right? And the style of play, I'll be honest with you now, it's boring.
It is. I'm
not being funny, right? But you probably go goal up, and then after that, you slow the game down, keep the ball, keep knocking the ball about, pass sideways, backwards, sort of thing, knacker the other opponents out, yeah, and then get more goals at the leg. That's exactly what thing against Port Vale. But for me, go back to Super Duper Mick, right? He spent over £1 billion, yeah. I'm going to repeat that again for the people that hear us. He has spent £1 billion at least, right? And he still got you a major honour, yeah? This season, it's got to win you a major honour. It has to, because I tell you now, you spent over 300 mil, right, on players. Ebenezer Hesse is the missing jigsaw of the team, yeah? When you play against City, I don't understand why he started Eze. What you spend 69 million quid for Eze to sit on the bench? Why? This guy can do things, Pet. You know what I mean? And he's a cracking player. Yeah. I mean, Mikel Merino, whether Newcastle fans like it or not, because he used to play for us for one season, right? He's poor. He's absolutely useless. I'm sorry. He is absolutely useless. Yeah. What does he bring to the table? What does he bring? Yeah. Mikel Merino ain't going to win you a major honour. He ain't going to win you a major honour. Yeah. 29's not going to win you a major honour. Yeah. Declan Rice, yes, he will. Yeah. Odegaard, I'm not so sure. But yeah, on this day, he's good. But at the end of the day, he's not consistent enough for me. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's going to upset a lot of people. Yeah. And I'm being honest. Up front, Chris, you got to give the lad time in the Premier League. You got him time. Do you know what I mean? But I did say he's going to get you about 18 to 20 goals in that season if he gets the service. And he's not getting the service. Saka is injured. Your best player this season for me is Manieki. He's the one who goes and try best. I know a lot of people give a lot of stick, right? A lot of stick. Yeah. But he's producing the goods every week. I watched him play. Yeah. Your back four, cool. Absolutely brilliant. Saliba, right? Okay. He was at fault for the first score. And Gabriel, I think he's quality. Yeah. But Mosquera, the guy you got from it's Valencia. It's a Valencia, right? He bought from Valencia. Right? I think he's going to be really good. That guy's a young player. He came on against Liverpool. He looked really good. Defended properly, quick, solid, powerful. And he's a Spanish international as well. Raya, yes, he's solid keeper. Very solid. He's still got that mistake in him. I'm not going to lie. And just Duran Timber. I like Duran Timber. I really like it. I think he's really good going forward and getting back. You've got a team there. So, can Arsenal win the league in the next 3 or 4 years? Yes, they can. But unfortunately, it will not be Super Duper Mick. That manager, I'm sorry, should be sacked because he should have been sacked a long time ago. Because I'll tell you what, he is killing the players' progress. Do you know what I mean? He's taking their skill away, and that is your problem. Yeah, you need a Dige Simeone in. Yeah, you need someone like him. Yeah, I've been really honest now, Sophie. Yeah, I want you to win a major honors. Yeah, I really, really do. But Mikel Arteta is holding the players back, and I don't know why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm being honest. If I was an Arsenal fan, I would have had him out years ago because he is not my manager. And I'll tell you now, if Eddie Howe ever becomes England manager and Mikel Arteta becomes Newcastle manager, I will cry. I will cry because I don't want anyone in my football club. I'm telling you, but honestly, so I'm being honest, and
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. I want you to win a major honour, but not with this manager. It ain't gonna happen. £1 billion spent at least, and he still cannot get you over the line.
Yeah, I agree with everything you've just said as well. I mean, I think this season so far, I mean, I don't know how many games it's been, but it feels so evident now that if we don't win a league title, it will be because of him. And it's so tough. I mean, you made some good points about Gyökeres. I think he'll have, like you said, maybe 20 goals this season, maybe a little bit less. And I think
Mm.
he can do that if he gets to surface, if you play Eze. It's really weird for Odegaard. Odegaard's picked up injuries and he doesn't seem reliable right now. But I think you've got options there. You've got Ranieri there. You have to play these young players that are going to give everything for the badge because Arian Marino lately, I just don't think he brings enough to this team when in the positions you're playing him. I mean, Arteta played him yesterday, and it's like I don't know if it's because for his international team he does well, and he's come back to Arsenal, and it's just I don't think he really fits in how we play. I've no
Mm.
doubt he can come on as a striker maybe if in maybe the last 20 minutes, but um, we have Havertz for that anyway, so it's yeah. I think we have to get the best out of these players, and it's like it's really weird because you've seen some players maybe not at their best right now. I mean,
Mm.
I think Declan Rice can actually go to a different level. I think we've seen that, but this season Declan Rice hasn't been maybe how he could be.
Mm.
Saka as well. I worry that Arteta's going to play him when he shouldn't play because he's just been injured. He's come back and he played 60 minutes yesterday. I don't think he should have played that much. So
Mm.
I do agree with you, Arteta. I don't think he can get us a league title. I think he could possibly get us maybe a League Cup or maybe an FA Cup, but I just don't know really if he can win anything this season. But I think there's a lot of pressure from the fans on him now because you've had many conversations about Arteta each season about
Do.
when will the time be where he wins trophies, and it's just every season it seems to me that there's always an excuse every season, and I'm just tired. And like you said as well, it wouldn't be so bad if we were playing decent football, but I'll be honest, yesterday I watched Arsenal and as you mentioned, sideways, backwards passing. It was so boring to watch. Like I feel quite tired about how we're playing right now.
You know what it is, Sophie, right? I mean, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you feel entertained? Do you feel getting value for money? Are you being entertained? Because
Yeah,
I'm not being entertained with this team. I'm not. And I stand to Mikel Arteta. But the fact of the
yeah,
matter is, right? I mean, look, Saka should be playing with. You're right. He should not be playing. He should not be playing. We should be playing. Where you want to call it, yeah. And the thing is, as well, I think he's just too arrogant and too stuck up in his ways, Arteta. Do you know what I mean? Players are scared of him. That is the thing. Yes, he got rid of Aubameyang, like is that, because he kind of controlled him. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, I'll be honest, I think, and I say it now, right, you haven't won a league since 2004, right? 21 seasons. That's a long time for this football club, yeah? £1 billion spent, yeah? Great players. And you
yeah,
can't get over the line, really? But I think, there's decent managers out there. I mean, Luis Enrique, you're not going to get because he was to stay at PSG for a long time. He'd be a
yeah,
great manager. I mean, when he sorts himself out, yeah, you need someone's going to, you want winners. Like, people come up to us and say, Antonio Conte, Diego Simeone play boring football, right? And let's
yeah,
be real, right? Yeah, you can say what you want about them, but guess what? They win trophies
yeah. To
at
get
the
you over the
highest
line.
levels, yeah? And this guy, who's been at the club for 6 years, can't get you over the line. That's the thing. So the fact of the matter is, you've got a good team there, but he's just not doing it. It's just not doing it, winning trophies, man. And that's all worries for you. But
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really hard as well because like what managers really are available if it comes down to it, if we're struggling and we need a change in management. I don't know who there would be to bring anyone in, but I just think the way we've played this season so far hasn't been great. We've had a few good games and Leeds, Nottingham Forest were great, but we should be dominating, especially if we're at home. We should be dominating those type of games. So yeah, it's not being. It's weird. We've got a few good results, but when you watch it, it just isn't great football. So yeah, I'm with you. I don't feel particularly great either. I mean, obviously we play each other this weekend. Arsenal don't generally have a good record, especially these last few years going to Newcastle. How are you feeling going to the game? Do you feel like you're confident you could get a win in this game?
If you score goals, then we win the game. It's as simple as that. If you defend properly, so we win the game as well. What we got to do, we got to pressure Arsenal because we know they play born football. We're going to try and make them come at us, and try them on the break and see how smart they are against us. Anthony Gordon's back, which is good news.
Yeah.
You got Alanga. I mean, okay, he hasn't exactly been pulling up trees, but, you got to give him time because he's just joined the club. Jacob Murphy, Eddie loves him. Joe Linton, Rudiger Marish, right, had an excellent game yesterday against Bradford, but Bradford's not Arsenal, I'm afraid. They're not. I mean, apart from we've got choices now. What we've got now, so we've got strength and depth now. Yeah, we've got strength and depth. We've got a stronger bench, which you never had last season. That has been sorted. We've got players coming in. We've got a couple of players out, by the way. Jacob Ramsey is one of them. Johan Rissas another one. But going on to the game, I think if you play our normal game, and the fans will be our 12th man, you know that when you come to St. James's Park, and you said your record against us not being great. I mean, the last time you beat us, that was 2-0 about. That's where you qualified for Champions League. And you know what it is, right? We just got to do what we keep doing. I mean, Fabian Shaw will be fit on Sunday. If he is, he plays. You know what I mean? The back four looks good. You got Lewis Hall's come back as well, which is great. I think he had a good game. And Livermento's playing well. The midfield will speak for itself. Tan Sanchez will come back in. Bruno Guimaraes and Joel in the midfield three. The front three, that means you have to play Voldemort, Andy Gordon on the left, and Alanga on the right for his pace. I think that side will be good enough to win the 3 points, hopefully. But if Arsenal score first, I think they're going to be boring. But it's up to us, to come up with the answers and come up with the answers quickly. I still think we get some from this game. I fancy us to win that game.
Yeah, I think, especially if you're a Newcastle fan or if you're looking at this as an outsider, I think you should see the fact Arsenal aren't playing great at the moment. So I completely agree is that we're looking very predictable. We're playing it safe, and I think going to this game, I'll be honest with you, I hope Arteta wouldn't do this, but he's been playing obviously Marino, Declan Rice, so you go with lineup wise. I don't know. I think it could be a draw this game. I mean, we can't really draw this. We have to win this really if we want to sort of stay in the title race. But yeah. With Arsenal's lineup, do you think Saka would be in the lineup for this game?
I think he plays on Sunday.
Can you hear me okay?
Because I can use in and out, but I've got most of it.
Sorry,
No, that's fine. I was going on Saka to play. If that's your question, I think he'll start because Madueke is out injured for a couple of months. Yeah, with the injury, that's going to be a big mess for you. I think he starts. He has to start. Or you got what's his other guy's name? Is it I can't remember another one you got. The young lad. Is it Max?
Oh yeah, Max Dowling.
Dowling. I don't think you play him. Not at 15 years old, you won't. Not at 15 years old. I'll be amazed if he starts again. Can't see it. Is it the other one you got there? There's another one you got there as well. 17-year-old lad.
I'm trying to think. Is it Waneri?
That's the one, yeah. That's the one. Will he start, though, in a game like this, in a cooking pressure game? Will it ruin his career as a 17-year-old? I'm not so sure. But for me, I reckon he'll start with Saka because he's experienced that a lot. And I still think Arteta's going to play a 4-3-3 anyway. And if they play front three, I think our back four will look after Gyökeres. I really do think that. Do you know what I mean? But Dan Burn's playing well. Fabian Schär's been playing well. Again, they're both in their 30s, 32 and 33, respectively, yeah? Golden oldies, yeah? But you've got two young defenders, Sven Botman, you know him, and Malek Chow as well. I think those two players will be the new pairing, will be our back four probably next season. And I think for Sakura's start, for Declan's start as well, I think the back four is going to be the same as well. I think so. It's going to be an interesting game, and it's a game I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm interested to see how we actually do against you guys because we've had a few mixed results at Newcastle, so I'm excited. Obviously, Madueke did pick up an injury. I think he's out for 2 months, which is a real shame because, as you mentioned, he's probably one of our most exciting players at the moment. But Saka as well does turn up in big games. He has had an injury, so I don't expect too much of him right now because he's had a lot of injuries these last few years. But yeah, I'm excited for the game. I mean, I wonder how Arsenal will do in this. I hope we don't play boring football, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do. I think Newcastle would see the fact we're not playing great and maybe do the best they can in this game. Where do you kind of see where this game will be won? Because our midfield at the moment isn't particularly great. Do you think that would be a bit of a weakness if you're Newcastle looking in? Because I think if Eze plays centrally, I think I'll be more confident. But with how negative we're playing, do you see the midfield maybe as a weakness for Arsenal?
Depends on Sabetti players as well. I think he's a fantastic player. He really is.
Yeah.
But again, he's going to take him time to get to speed of the Premier League as well. If you look at our midfield three compared to your midfield three, Declan Rice is a wonderful player when he's on this game. He's a wonderful player. He makes things tick in midfield. Yeah. I hope Mourinho starts as well. I really hope he does as well, to be fair. He's going to be a weak link big time. Yeah. And our midfield three, Sanchez Ali, Bruno Guimaraes, and Joe Linton. I mean, Sandro didn't play yesterday. He was kind of rested. But Bruno and Joe Linton were great yesterday against Bradford. But Bradford's not Arsenal. But midfield three's got to be on top of the game. I believe we will. Joe Linton has got... with Joe Linton, I love the guy. I think he has stepped up year after year after year. And he's going to be 30 next year. He's 29 now. He's going to be 30 next year. I mean, that is wowee. So he's been at the club for a long, long time. But, he's the worst signing in Newcastle history as a centre forward. But what a transformation under Eddie Howe. You know what I mean? He's playing like a £40 million player. Yeah. If a midfield three gets on it, Joe Linton's driving for the midfield, Sanchez is passing and dictating the game, and Bruno Guimaraes, he's everywhere, you know what I mean? And yes, he's a bit risky when he gets that ball, but his passing ability is really good. So the midfield three is going to be key. I think whoever takes control of midfield will probably win the football match. Yeah, and that's the most important thing. Your defense are fine. Don't worry about your defense, we're okay. But it's up to us to sort things out. If Voldemort plays, I hope he does start. I really do, because Jan Rissa won't be starting because he's out injured, not be fit until after the next international break, which is a shame because we're going to done him, by the way. Yeah. But if Jacob Murphy plays, he'll work hard for the team. He'll give us all. Yeah, he will give his all because he's got a shot on him as well. And Anthony Gordon, he's back from suspension now after a 3-game ban. What he did against Liverpool was absolutely reckless. I'm sorry. I couldn't defend that guy. I can't defend that guy. What he did Van Dijk, yes, it was a bad tackle, and rightly so he had to go. But I'm sure we could be up for this. Oh, and Elanga as well. I hope Elanga plays well for his pace. And what I've noticed with Elanga, he's playing from a counter-attacking team like Forest under Nuno into a team playing possession-based football. And I think that's changed Elanga quite a bit from what I've watched him. I hope he finds the space and find those spaces. If Elanga finds those spaces of his pace, then you're not catching him.
Yeah, I like Elanga. I think I would have loved him at Arsenal. He's going to be a great signing. I've no doubt about that. I think you've got great signings. I think you're going to have a good season. And obviously, this game, I think if you guys can get a win against Arsenal, that'd be big. For you guys, yeah, I think that'd be big. I mean, obviously you're at home. Yeah, I do always think the team in general, when we've been to Newcastle, I think we struggle with the crowd. I think the atmosphere is amazing there, but I think the team struggle a little bit. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Arteta's going to go for. I would love him to throw a few surprises in there, but I don't think he will. Obviously, I want to touch on about Eddie Howe as well and your season. Because obviously you mentioned you won something, you won the League Cup last season, and you've added some great players in. What would you say your expectations are of the season? Like, do you think with the league that you want to finish in a certain place? Like, what other trophies do you want to win as well?
I want to aim for the FA Cup this season. Get the FA Cup because I want to win things, yeah. Because football is all about winning trophies at the end of the day, still feel that's what I want, yeah. I mean, some of the fan base in Newcastle United, yeah, are just quite happy to go with the ride sort of thing. Yeah, they want to see good football, and they don't. Some of them don't care if they win the trophy or not, yeah. But for me, I want to win
Yeah,
trophies. That's what it's all about. Now I've seen my football club won a trophy, yeah, 54, 55 years not winning a trophy, right? And I'm so over the moon. I was at Wembley that day. I was nearly in tears. Do you know what I mean? I was nearly in tears. Do you know what I mean? But for me, I would say finish as you can in the Premier League. Yeah,
yeah,
get that sorted out. Win our home games. Defend properly. You are defending properly away from home. Yeah, that is brilliant. But we need to score from. If you score goals on it, then we'd be up the table. But now we've got to start winning games. Got some good games coming up as well, by the way. We've got you guys. Then we've got to play Forest at home. And then we've got to play, I think it's a national break on the 12th. I might be wrong. Then we've got to play Brighton away. And then we've got Fulham at home. So there are wins to get. There are points to be won there. Hopefully, I'll be
yeah.
happy for top four is going to be a bit out of reach this season because we've got Champions League as well. And we haven't got a bigger Scott Def to cope with that. But for me, the good thing is we've got Scott Def now. Not too big, we've got Scott Def. But this season, I'm happy to take fifth.
Yeah. Yeah, I think as well, I think winning a trophy, I think that would definitely be an important thing for Newcastle, as you mentioned, winning something last season. You don't just want to win something one season, you have to build on that as well. I think Eddie Howe's done, as we've said many times, he's done a great
Mm,
job, and it's great that he's actually got you over the line with a trophy.
mm,
And I just think it's amazing that you've won that. And I think there's no reason going into a season where you can't win an FA Cup, a League Cup. I think anyone can win it. Like I said before, I think you've got a good squad. I think you do want to make sure your players do stay fit, and that's always difficult.
mm.
Um, Obviously in the January window, if Newcastle struggle, I'm sure you will bring players in. But I think you've done quite good considering the whole Isak situation, because I think that was quite difficult for Eddie Howe to sort of navigate, especially when he was getting asked about it. Because ultimately, if a player wants to leave, they'll leave, and it's not up to Eddie Howe. But I think he did really good still in that situation. I think it's great that they've obviously strengthened, and some of your players will hopefully be coming back as well. I think top four is going to be so tough. I think it's going to be quite competitive, and I think if you guys could finish in top six, I think that'd be good. Get a trophy as well, I think would be good. But obviously, the season you want to aim for that. But do you see with Eddie Howe that you could challenge for like a league title under Eddie Howe?
Yeah, I can, but this PSR need to be rid
Yeah,
of Sophie very, very quickly because the Premier League, people tell me the Premier League's the best league in the world. It is not the best league in the world. I'll tell you that right now. It is not the best league in the world. All it is for the big six, yeah. The other 14 clubs, the Premier League don't give a monkey's about, yeah. They don't care, yeah. But the fact of the matter is, right, at this moment in time, again, I want to win things, yeah. I mean, as for Eddie Howe, right, I think he's got credits in the bank. 2 Champions League places, a Carabao Cup trophy as well. Finished 7th. His records since he's come to the club. It took us from bottom of the table, or second bottom of the table, got us 11th. And since then, he's improved on and on and on. And for me, my concern that if he gets picked up for the England job, if if the England job's offered to Tuchel or Tuchel, yeah, or Tuchel, what do you want to call him? But for me, I fear he'll be the next England manager. I really do think that because we look around, Potter's not good enough. He'll never get it. Gareth Southgate won't come back. No way. Yeah. But you look at the English managers, there's not many English managers out there, isn't there? Not in the Premier League.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not many.
Definitely no. Excuse me, but Eddie Howe's the best one. Eddie Howe's the best one out there. I don't want him to go, but if they came and approached him, he doesn't want to manage England. Do you know what I mean? Managing England is a pinnacle of world football. Do you know what I mean? But I hope Eddie stays for a long, long time. I really do. But that cause could be on him. Newcastle will never sack him. Newcastle will never sack him. That'll be Eddie's call. But I want him here for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I want him to stay. I hope they give him a 5-year contract tomorrow, to be fair. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if he's on a year, but he's on a multi-year contract. So hopefully if he gets us in the top 6 game next season, cool. That is absolutely fine. But he is the best manager we've ever had in my era.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think if I was in your shoes, I'd want him to stay. He's definitely taking you a long way. I think winning silverware has definitely been a turning point for the club as well. You know, in a sense, you guys can build on this, get more success. It's hard as well because if the England job ever came to a point, I think he must get to a point where he feels he's taken Newcastle as far as he can. But I think right now, he's still got a lot to prove as well. Like you said, he's done great things, but I think he'll still want to win more as well. But big up to the chat as well.
Big up to the chat. Big up to Chris.
Big up to you guys. If you guys have got any questions, you're more than welcome to send them in. But I wanted to ask you actually about Arsenal because people have asked me this, and I think it's a good point. I know you've said for a while as well, Arteta should go if we didn't win silverware. I think it was a few seasons ago as well. With Arteta, do you think he has to win the league, the Champions League, or maybe a cup double? We finished relatively close to Liverpool this season. If you were like an Arsenal fan, would you say he has to win a major trophy like a league or a Champions League?
It's got to win one or the other. It's got to win a major honour. One of the twos. Do you know what I mean? That is the thing. Good point, Box Fresh Limited. You're absolutely right. Exactly right. This is exactly right. The Premier League is finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you know, I'm not just talking about my club. I'm talking about Villa. I'm talking about Brighton. I'm talking about West Ham to a degree. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but they absolutely killed everything about the Premier League. This is not the best. You know what I mean? And I think the product, I'm sorry, and the ticket price as well is an absolute joke. But that's another day, to be fair. But you're absolutely right. But on Mikel, he's got to win his Southern Trophy. If he doesn't this season, they've got a proper CEO now, a proper sporting director, right? He wants to win things as well. Otherwise, Arteta should be sacked. And there's managers out there who take it to the next level. Yeah. This manager is not going to win you an honour. He will not do it. It's as simple as that. He is the big problem at the football club. But for me, winning the Carabao Cup is not enough. Winning the FA Cup, maybe. But he's got to win the big ones. For £1 billion spent, you got to win the big ones. You've got some good players there. You got to turn them into world-class players. It's as simple as that. And I'm afraid to say the board won't sack Arteta. They won't do it. So if they're not going to sack Arteta, they are part of the problem. Simple as that. Because as long as Mikel Arteta's at your football club, it's not going to win you a major honour.
Yeah, a good point as well from Chris. We should have won. Yeah, I mean, the Chris is a Liverpool fan here saying that as well, and I completely agree with that.
You know what? It's 2 years ago, right? You're 8 points clear, right? Let me run people. You're 8 points clear. You 2 goals up against Liverpool, fluffed it, drew 2 each. Two up against West Ham United at the London Stadium, you fluffed it, yeah? That's 4 points drop right there. Man City were 8 points clear, and they found a way. Because you know where they found a way? Because of Arsenal's not winning those games, and that is the thing. And also, you didn't beat Southampton at home. You drew 3 each.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that game
7 points of
was.
graffiti. Yeah, and that is why he didn't win the title. Simple as that. And there's one guy, I'm not going to mention him, right? He's a good guy. He's marks out of 10 for this Arsenal season, and he gave him a 5. And I like that podcaster. He is my guy, Yard Man.
Yeah, that yard man is good. Yeah, I mean, the season where it's really crazy because I don't know if it was the 23-24 season. There was one season where we finished 2 points behind Man City, and I remember thinking to myself, like, next season it's our season, we're getting closer. And then last season we just never really competed. And at the start I'd say we competed, but I think we had too many draws last season. I think we didn't have the best window. Yeah, a good point. 8 points clear was a massive missed opportunity. We let them off as you weren't expected to be in a title race. Yeah, I think when you have that many points, you expected to win. I was surprised we didn't win. Um, it's the cup competitions that Arteta was disrespected massively. Winning one of them with I completely agree with you there. I think listen, I know as you mentioned, like winning a Carabao Cup or isn't what we really want to win. We want to win the big ones, but I think if we could win that and FA Cup, I think we could really build on that, and I think it could really help the players their mentality going forward.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Just win a trophy, just win something. Do you know what I mean? You need that winning mentality sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Just win a trophy. You kind of win the big two, just win one of them. Yeah. Make those players believe that this football club are winners that can win things. Do you know what I mean? I mean, let's put it this way. Eddie Howe has won more trophy than Super Duper Mick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget when he took over the football club, that was an Emery side, not a Mick Arteta seed. That was a Unite Emery team. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, I agree. Someone says I disagree. Only now has Arteta had the squad like City and Chelsea. I think the problem is Arteta's chosen in these last few seasons. Arteta chose Mourinho. Arteta chose Havertz. I think Arteta could have chosen other players to bring in that would have made more of a difference. Like I get what people are saying. We've got a great squad now. We've got Gyökeres, our striker that we've needed, but um, Arteta, as you mentioned before, John, Arteta's had a lot of money, and a lot of it's been up to him about which players he's brought in, and obviously Edu left, which I'm happy because that was the right thing, and now we got someone else in that's made a massive difference.
Yeah, you would have thought that you're about Gyökeres. That's the player a striker you needed. Like, I need a striker. Just get a number 9 in. Just get a number 9. Someone's going to bang in the goals. Yeah, I mean Gyökeres. Yeah, I think he's a really good player. The thing is, though, he's been banging goals for Portugal, and Portugal, with no disrespect to the Superliga in Portugal, right? For me, it's not one of the strongest leagues in the world, isn't it? To be fair, but he is a goal scorer. And he needs a bit of time to come. He's 27 now. He's 27, yeah. Coming to his prime, yeah. And he's played in the Premier League in England before. Not in the Premier League, sorry. He played in England before with Coventry City, yeah. And now he's got a chance to shine. He's got a chance to prove that it goes. But for me, I just think it's gonna be for me. He needs a bit of time. He needs time, and it'll come fine.
Yeah,
it'll come fine.
I agree. I think he just needs patience and time, and hopefully he'll get the surface as well off midfield players. I've got a question here from Phil.
Big up box.
Yeah, big up box. Big up to everyone as well. Obviously, don't forget to subscribe to John's channel, which is in the title. Phil has got a question. He says, "Hello to your Geordie guest. I'd love to know his thoughts on not being able to spend as freely as they thought they would."
Right. Hi Phil, hope you're well, mate. For me, right, when we had a takeover, right, they brought these rules in to stop us from spending money. That is the thing, yeah. I'm sure the big clubs complained to the Premier League saying that, they're gonna spend, they're gonna kill the league, blah blah blah. Right? They brought it in to stop us from overspending. Yeah, let's be real. And that is the thing. Since they brought PSR in, FFP or PSR mainly, it killed everything. It killed everything. The Premier League was finished. Simple as that. But One day, I'll tell you now, one day, within 5 years, I think the other 14 clubs take the Premier League to court and say, look, you can't do this. I mean, if I was an owner of a football club and I paid, say, 500,000 or a billion for a new stadium, right? It's my football club. I could do what I want. If I want to spend on players, I will. But I think owners now or prospective new buyers want to buy a football club in the Premier League will think twice and say, we can't spend. What's the point of buying a football club? It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? But the game, I mean, the Premier League's done. I mean, they brought that in, they killed everything. I mean, they don't want another Leicester City to win the Premier League. They don't want that. They don't want Brighton or us or Villa or West Ham or Wolves or Everton want to win the Premier League because it will absolutely kill them because the Premier League don't want to be embarrassed seeing a little club. Look at if Atalanta, the Serie A, won Serie A title, right? Their talents will love it. They will love it and make a big story about them, yeah? If Villarreal won La Liga, right, by a point, and they won the La Liga title, it would be big news in Spain. Not just in Spain, but overall football, you know? They love that. But if Newcastle United won the Premier League title, right, I tell you one thing, so the Premier League will absolutely hate that. Because I swear Richard Masters did not like the Premier League. And everything now has been killed. It's finished.
Do you know, I'd be happy. I think it'd be great to see other teams win like a league title that you're not expecting. Imagine if Newcastle won the league. That would be massive. I think that would be genuinely incredible. A good point as well. I've got a comment from Chris here. How does John think Wiltmade gets on? I think he needs time, but how already made Isak into a striker he is now, so I've no doubts how will develop him.
Absolutely, that's a good question, Chris. I mean, Eddie Howe, I mean, he came in and he's improved players, yeah? Joe Linton, for example, Bosh, improved in absolutely no time. They found a place for him, midfield's a speciality. And he is absolutely fantastic, yeah? He's improved players, yeah? And that's the most important thing. Jacob Murphy, I mean, you know, okay, it was just substandard winger, yeah? Nothing more, nothing less, yeah? Just a bang average winger. I'm not going to lie. Eddie Howe's turned into a quality player. Yeah. Anthony Gordon's improved. Bruno Guimaraes has improved. Yeah. The back four has improved. Yeah. Eddie Howe is a young manager. He's 47 years of age. I don't want to talk about his age. Yeah. I don't particularly want to mention his age. Yeah. I will judge him what he does for the football club. He's been fantastic. Yeah. And he's been brilliant. He improves players. Going back to Fodomad, I think this guy will be the real deal in time. It's not going to work overnight. Just remember this, guys. Rome was built on a day.
Yeah.
I think he's not going to come in and do what Papa Cisse done. Come in and hit the ground running, yeah? Banging in goals for fun, yeah? If Papa Cisse joined us in the summer and not in January, Newcastle now would have won the title. I will come out and brave and say he'll win a title, yeah? But this guy, Voldemad, I think he'll come good. Young lad, give the lad time, and he needs to get the speed and the pace of the Premier League. He's not there yet. Good in the air, but he's more a dribbler and likes to run with the ball. That is the thing. He doesn't particularly like to play up front. That's why I think Wizza will be the main guy when he's fit, and he might stop at about. That's what will happen because Wizza is a great player.
Yeah, I think they'll both be great as well. I mean, I think new signings just need time to get used to playing with the team, especially if you've come from a different league. It takes your time. I love that comment as well from Chris.
Yeah, you know what it is, Chris. You want to be our feeder club, right? You want to be a feeder. I don't know. It's a feeder club. Liverpool wants to be our feeder club. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I tell you what, though, if you're going to take Voldemad, yeah, I'd quite happy take Ekitike.
Do you know what? He would have been a good selling for you guys if you got him.
I'll tell you what, Liverpool's won the league anyway. They won the league.
Yeah, I think
game's done, season's done.
Yeah, I feel confident they'll win it. They seem so unstoppable. They're literally getting wins even if you don't play great. They're finding finding ways to get wins, which is what you do when you win the league. But yeah, obviously, big up to chat as well. Make sure you're obviously liking and subscribing, and subscribe to John's channel as well. Obviously, to those that might not know you, John, do you want to tell people as well a bit about your channel and what sort of content you do as well?
Yeah, thank you very much indeed. So if you let us on again, and
Yeah,
there's my channel there. And if you want a sub, that's my channel, John Sinclair TV. Also, I'm on TikTok as well. Do subscribe to me. It's John Sinclair TV. Even though I'm 56 years of old, and I do not look 56, by the way.
No, you don't.
I'm not gonna lie, I still got a buzz. Now, from my channel, I do ground hopping channel now for me vlogs, and I just go around, do say 70% of non-league games, and the mixtures could be Championship, League One, League Two, and also European football as well. The games I've got coming up soon are going to Gillingham on Saturday against Harrogate. I'm going to Bristol City against Ipswich on Tuesday, and I'm going off to Prague a week on Saturday for next Sunday's game between Sparta and Slavia. And someone done me a new intro as well for that game, and I was looking forward to that as well. It cost me 85 quid for the intro as well, but which is really, really good. Thank you, Chris, and keep watching me, mate, and I really appreciate it. Thank you indeed. So I just go on vlogs. I'll do interview with the managers, the chairman, and the players as well. Interview the fan cams and just do me vlogs. I mean, you got people like Blair McNally does the Scottish scenes. You got Fusion Josh does it all over the world. You got Around the Ground, big Wednesday fan. He does it as well. And those are the three main ones. You got others as well. Again, you got people like Game Blompin. You got Turnstile. What's the name? Top of the Turnstiles. It's all black and white TV now. Changed to 30 ground hop. What I do now, I just love doing. I just love doing what I'm doing, Sophie, and I think that's my niche now because I cannot compete with the Newcastle vloggers now or Newcastle podcasters now. I'm doing something different now, if you know what I mean. And this is what I love doing. I've got to say, big up to the Torquay United fans, by the way, and Scunthorpe fans and non-league as well. They got the love for me as well. People see it and say, come back to this ground, come back here. And I'm always made welcome to go to the stadiums because you know why? Because I'm just a decent guy. I'm a football fan like everybody else. And those days in Grace and me, I just love gauging the fans as well. And even TikTokers think I'm a ledge as well. And that's what I do, Sophie. So
yeah, and obviously here is John's channel, guys, and obviously it's in the description, so please make sure you do go and subscribe. And I love obviously that you found your new sort of niche and you're doing those vlogs because I think those are quite interesting to watch. I quite like watching them. And yeah, obviously go and show John some love, and hope you've enjoyed the show today as well. Before we go as well, what is your score prediction for the game at the weekend?
It's going to be a tight game, but I think Newcastle will just about do the job. I'm going to say 1-0 to Newcastle. I think we'll get the job done, and I think we'll defend properly for a game like this. This is a massive, massive game for all reasons. If you want to get top 4 this season, these are the games you're going to have to win. And we are now in the big game now. We're in the mix, and we've got the players to do it, and I think it's going to be our day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go 1-1. I think it will be like a tight game. I could also see maybe one team nicking a win, but yeah, I'm really excited for the game at the weekend. And hopefully it'll be not a boring game. Hopefully it'll be exciting. But thank you everyone as well, for your comments as well. It's been great to chat with all of you. And obviously big up to John for coming on my channel. But yeah, obviously hope you enjoyed the show today. Please make sure you like and subscribe. I just want to read out a few last ones. 1122. Yeah, I could see that. Also, you should visit the best club in Glasgow.
let me just tell about quick. I know about Joe. Big up to Phil, by the way. I mean, he's a big Potter Thistle fan. I've been there twice last season against Queen's Park and Airdrie as well. I would definitely come back to Potter Thistle again this season. If it's not this year, definitely next year. If you haven't done Partick, these fans are so underrated. The fans are so underrated. And I tell you what, they sing non-stop. they're fantastic. I mean, Celtic's a big team up in Scotland, but I do love Scottish football as well.
Yeah.
And I would definitely be back at Partick, guys. Any Partick fans watching, hit us up. I'll be back. And the fans, here's a story for you quick. I said, how are you guys? And they did what they once said, John, we don't want to know how you are. They don't ask, you don't want to know how we are. I'll be asking how you are. And we're talking to me.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's just great. And then interview the Partick fans after the game. There's a young lad came up to us and said that I'm a ledge sort of thing. You want a picture of us? Oh, God bless. He nearly cried as well when I got up. He nearly cried, bless him. And I said to his mum, he's a lovely son. And you know what? He never stops talking about you. He thinks you're great. God bless.
That's so sweet, isn't it? Oh.
He is. Bless.
I love that. Oh, that's good as well that you found your own way in YouTube, because it is quite a crowded space nowadays with all the content. I'll just read this and I'll wrap the show up in 1 minute. If we draw this game and Mikel doesn't change his setup, the title is done. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Arsenal have to get it right this weekend, and that's why I'm excited for the game, but I'm kind of dreading it because I'm worried Arteta will do that lineup. But big up to Farron, big up to Phil. Good to see you all guys in the show today. We'll definitely get John on my channel again soon. But yeah, please do subscribe to John. Subscribe here if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my